there's a there's an old adage from direct marketing that it goes offer, list, copy.
Have on today a living legend. If you guys, by the way, don't know Perry Marshall and you're doing Google ads, then you are living under a rock, because he is pretty much the OG of this space. I think in many ways, for like, at least for myself and a large number of us, like I literally only got into Google ads because of Perry. And many years ago wrote the Ultimate Guide to Google Ads, which was kind of like the intro book as well. The 80-20 stuff, which is what I want to pick his brain on today, is like the deeper level strategy, the stuff that never changes in Google. First of all, Perry, appreciate you doing this. I know you're a busy man. We got a lot of love for you over here in our world.
Great to be here, Dennis. You introduced us, and I'm like, yeah, let's talk to Frankie. So,
Dennis,
hello, Frankie and Isaac. Great to be here. It's an honor.
Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Excited to hear some of your thoughts, especially as how Google and all the ancillary platforms have developed since you started with them.
Yeah, actually, one of the things that you revolutionized for me, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. You had an idea that just made it so simple called forest trees leaves. And these are like the optimization things. And I realized when I heard you say that, and this wasn't just true in Google ads, really like all the platforms, is that I was optimizing those little doors that would, swing the needle 1%. If I used a green button instead of a red button, it would change something.
Yeah.
And I realized that, like 99% of the advertisers are not at the level they need to be testing leaves, and they need to be testing much bigger things. I would love to hear just like that analogy for people who've never heard it before. And then like, what are those kind of big foresty things that really move the needle?
So I stole that from David Bullock, and the phrase is forest, trees, branches, leaves. And what it means is when you test stuff, which is super incredibly important on Google, and been saying it for 20 years, and most people still don't test their stuff. And you guys, because you teach this, you know this as well as anybody. But for those who do, what do you test? And it's really easy and really superficial to test things like, well, I'm going to change it from easy to free, or I'm going to change it from half off to buy one, get one, or I'm going to change it to from half off to 50% off, right? And you're going to change these little things. And those are great things to change. But they're minor things. That it's like changing the leaves on a tree. You're like, well, what if I have oval shaped leaves instead of round ones? As opposed to, let's change the branches, let's change the tree, let's change which forest we're in. And so there's an old adage from direct marketing that it goes offer, list, copy.
Yeah.
And what it means is, like, what's going to move the needle? First is making your offer better. Second is sending it to a better list, or on Google AdWords, it would be targeting better people with better keywords or better audience demographics. And the third thing is, well, what words and lingo do you actually use to describe it? Because, to use an extreme example, if a guy was having a heart attack right in front of you, and you could stop the heart attack and make him healthy for $250,000, there's awful lot of guys that would lay on the floor and go, okay, and you don't have to have good copy, you don't have to have headlines. It's like, $250,000, your heart attack stops right away. Yes, sir. Here's my credit card. Right? He's like rolling around on the floor, getting his wallet out. And so it's very important what you test, because you go to the ridiculous extreme. You go, we could test every pixel. And 12 million years later, you would finally get an improvement, and your competition would have put you out of business a long time ago. And so it's super important to ask. I think you have to ask yourself smart questions. And my experience of the most successful people is they ask themselves good questions.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll probably also like our free Facebook group, Beyond Agency Profits, Agency Lifestyle Design. You can get free copies of the book inside here. I look ridiculous. We're doing weekly Q&As, giving answers to all your questions. Some of the best, smartest, brightest people. We've got lots of industry leaders doing 7, 8 figures and beyond. It's a literal who's who of the brightest agency owners that I know, as well as lots of tips on scaling and stuff, books that work. So if you're not already part of it, you're going to want to be part of it. So make sure to click the link. I put it in the description of the video as well as in the pinned top comment below. So just scroll down and you can join, and it's totally free.